Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. It's wonderful to have you here once again. If you've been practicing Buddhism for some time, whether it's chanting, meditating, or following the teachings, yet feel like you haven't experienced the transformations or insights you were hoping for, then this video is for you. Today, we are going to explore a very common issue that many practitioners face. Why, after years of practice, do some still feel like they're not getting the results they were expecting? In Buddhism, the path to enlightenment is often a long and arduous journey. It requires dedication, mindfulness, and a willingness to confront our own limitations and attachments. However, some people, despite years of consistent practice, still find themselves struggling with the same challenges, unable to achieve the deeper spiritual experiences they've been seeking. So, why does this happen? Is there something you're missing in your practice? Could it be that there are subtle pitfalls that are hindering your progress? Today, we are going to delve into 5 common practice mistakes that many practitioners make, often unknowingly, that could be preventing them from experiencing the results they desire. By understanding these pitfalls and how to avoid them, you can gain a clearer understanding of your practice and start to see the fruits of your hard work. The first common pitfall we will discuss is the mistake of treating your practice as a mere ritual. Many practitioners, especially those new to the path, can fall into the trap of treating their practice, whether it's chanting, meditation, or any other form of Buddhist discipline, as a set of mechanical actions. While rituals and routines are important, Buddhism teaches that the heart of the practice lies not in the external form, but in the intention behind it. When we focus too much on the physical aspects of the practice and neglect the internal cultivation, we miss the deeper transformative potential. For instance, chanting the Buddha's name or meditating in the morning can become an automatic task, something we check off our list without really engaging our hearts and minds. This mechanical approach to practice can easily cause us to feel disconnected from the deeper teachings and insights of Buddhism. It's essential to bring mindfulness and sincerity to each moment of our practice. Whether you're meditating or chanting, it's the quality of your attention and intention that matters most, not just the number of repetitions or the duration of your practice. The second pitfall is the mistake of practicing with a mindset of attachment to results. In the early stages of practice, many people are eager to experience immediate results. Whether it's the hope of physical healing, mental peace, or spiritual breakthroughs, the desire for results can create subtle expectations that affect our practice. While it's natural to want to see progress, attachment to specific outcomes can lead to frustration and disappointment when those outcomes don't materialize as expected. Buddhism teaches that attachment itself is a cause of suffering. When we become attached to the idea of specific results, we are clinging to an illusion of control. True practice involves letting go of attachment to outcomes and embracing the process of transformation, no matter how slow or imperceptible it may seem at times. By practicing without expectation and simply allowing ourselves to be present in the moment, we open the door to genuine spiritual growth. If you are focused too much on the results of your practice, you may be missing out on the valuable lessons that come from the journey itself. The third pitfall involves practicing without truly letting go of your ego. One of the core teachings of Buddhism is the realization of no self, or the understanding that the ego, the sense of I or me, is an illusion. However, many practitioners, even after years of practice, still hold on to a subtle sense of self. They may believe that they are practicing Buddhism to improve themselves or to gain some sort of personal benefit, such as prestige, respect, or even spiritual power. This attachment to the ego can greatly hinder progress. True spiritual practice is about letting go of the ego, not strengthening it. When we practice with the underlying belief that we are doing it for ourselves, we reinforce the illusion of separateness and prevent ourselves from experiencing the interconnectedness of all beings. The goal of practice is not self-improvement in the conventional sense, but self-transcendence. the recognition that our true nature is beyond the ego and the individual self. The fourth common mistake is failing to integrate the teachings into daily life. Buddhism is not just a set of doctrines or rituals, it is a way of life. The wisdom of the Buddha is meant to be lived, not just studied. Yet, any practitioners focus exclusively on their formal practices like chanting or sitting meditation, while neglecting the application of Buddhist principles in their daily lives. The teachings of Buddhism are meant to help us transform our interactions, relationships, and actions in the world. If we practice meditation for an hour every morning, but then go through the rest of our day filled with anger, jealousy, or greed, then our practice is incomplete. Buddhism emphasizes mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom, not only during our formal practice, but in every aspect of our lives. It is in our everyday interactions, how we treat others, how we respond to challenges, and how we handle our emotions, that true spiritual progress can be measured. If you're not applying the teachings to your daily life, it's like trying to water a plant without giving it enough sunlight. Practice must be integrated into every moment for it to be truly transformative. The fifth and final pitfall we will discuss is the mistake of not seeking guidance. In Buddhism, the relationship between a student and their teacher is considered essential for progress. A teacher, whether a formal one or a wise friend, can offer insight, correction, and encouragement that is crucial to spiritual growth. Yet, any practitioners, especially those who are self-taught or following their practice alone, may fail to seek the guidance of a teacher. It's easy to think that we can go on the path alone, that the teachings are something we can understand through our own efforts. While self-study is valuable, without the wisdom of a teacher, we may miss key aspects of the practice. Teachers provide a mirror for us to see ourselves more clearly, helping us avoid the common pitfalls and delusions that can arise in our spiritual journey. They can also offer specific guidance that is tailored to our individual needs. If you find yourself stuck in your practice, or if you feel like you're going around in circles, seeking guidance can be a game changer. In summary, these 5 pitfalls: treating your practice as a ritual, attachment to results, clinging to the ego, failing to integrate practice into daily life, and neglecting to seek guidance, are common traps that many practitioners fall into. However, by becoming aware of these pitfalls and making the necessary adjustments, you can transform your practice and begin to experience the true benefits of your efforts. Remember, spiritual growth is a process, not an overnight achievement. It requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to let go of expectations and attachments. Most importantly, it requires sincerity. Practice with the right mindset, integrating the teachings into your life, and always seeking to transcend the ego. Only then will you begin to see the results you've been seeking. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you found this discussion insightful and helpful in refining your own practice. If you've experienced any of these pitfalls in your own journey, I invite you to reflect on how you can adjust your approach. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you may have. Once again, thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. May your practice be filled with clarity, wisdom, and peace.